Welcome back to Bag Milk. You know who I be? I be your host, Brian Bridges. Don't forget it. Write it down. Write it in pen, not pencil, in case it fades. Brian Bridges. You're going to need to remember that name just in case. In case that things go like boom and all of a sudden we just take off. You never know. Are you coming with me? Who did you bring? Class assignment, you should have brought someone. Did you bring someone? Next time, bring someone. Bring a friend, bring a person you don't really like. I don't really care. Just show them the shit and let's share it together. If you see my shit online, hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you do that because then people on your page see. And then I can reach them. I can't reach outside my own friends. I have to get outside your friends. So, hook a brother up. Bring a friend. Show a friend. Like, share, subscribe. Do all those thingamajiggers you're supposed to do. And hook a brother up. So, welcome back. This is another one. We're doing it. We're keeping it up. Gotta clear my throat. It's Corona. You know how we do it. And don't be scared when you're liking my shit if you're like, I don't want to be that guy or girl or non-binary. Liking the same shit over and over and over and over. I don't want to be like, he'll think I'm obsessed. No. Just like my shit. Figure it out. It helps me. It helps you get better content. Because eventually, get a little goosebumps. Get a little, So yeah, I don't know. Why do I got my hand? I just hold my hand up here. I must be used to like having like sock puppets or something. I'm in self quarantine or not quarantine. I'm not quarantine. I'm essential, but I was, and then I must have been doing a lot of sock puppets, and now I'm just used to leaving my hand up in the air up in there. Woo, woo, woo. Do you sing, little sock puppet? Oh, it's not real. It's not. I don't even have a sock on it. And I'm trying to talk to it like a fucking idiot. At least put a sock on it. Sock puppet can't talk without a sock body. It only makes sense. Think about it. Jesus. I think I'm going crazy. It's too much. I just come, I work, I come home. I can't go out. I can't do nothing. I just come home to this crazy ass family and they're just cooped up all day. And then they see me and they're like, give me all your attention. I need your attention to be on me, and I need to give you all my stories from the day. And I'm just like, I already spent my day, bitches. I don't want to talk to any of you motherfuckers. And then I just go in the garage and get high and say, fuck those fucks. They're too much. I can't handle that. I just worked all day. Fucking come home to these crazy motherfuckers. If I have to put up with this too much longer, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take my stimulus check. I'm going to buy myself a case of sardine oil and a tiger. And these motherfuckers are going to get in line. They're not going to be messing around no more. They're not going to be like, win, and whining and begging for dad's attention. No. They're going to come home and be like, oh, dad's worked all day. Let's give him a minute before we jump down his throat and just smother him with all our love. So much love. I can feel it in my heart, in my chest, but it feels like a heart attack. Not so much like love. It's a little too much. You gotta pump the brakes. You give dad a break. Woo! I'm only so much one man can handle. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You hear me looking at you. That's why you're here. We're the same people. Right? Well, I wouldn't say same. But you like something. What do I got in my throat? I hope it's not fucking the videos. The vid-19. I don't need none of that. None of that. I figure everyone has it. Or has it. Or won't get it. Or they're just going to get a cold. That's my assumption. And I just say, fuck it. Just stay away from me. I will kick your kid. If your snot-nosed kid comes running up to me. And I drop kick him. I'm not normally a fighter. But if that snot-nosed kid comes running up on me. And one of these. Little chopstick. Right to the back of by the side of the neck. That's one of those side of the neck chops. I'm not trained. So these aren't deadly weapons. It barely phase the kid. Don't even worry about it. It'd be like getting a hacky sack chucked at him. And he'd be, Mister, I barely hurt. I might even have to tell my mom. And I'm like, tell that fucking bitch to keep you away from me. I don't need you in my life. I don't need this sickness, the deaths and the tolls. Fuck, it's going crazy, eh? Numbers going way up. Can't handle this Rona no more. We need something new. Fucking, let's add a natural disaster on top of it. Big old flood, some hurricanes, some tornadoes. Just really shake shit up. Really get it fucking pumping. Oh, I got a fucking joint here. Let's gag on this. Wow, yeah, fucking good stuff right there. But yeah, it's getting too much these days. It's really, you feel it in the air. I don't know if you leave your house, but you feel it. It's too much. Everyone's like, I think this is going to bring us together. And I'm like, you're fucking retarded. Because were you around for the last big natural disaster? Or not natural disaster. It definitely wasn't natural. It was unnatural. It was a bunch of fucking terrorist fucks. And they blew up the trade towers. During that time, I got woken out of my sweet slumber to my brother shaking me awake. Shaking me. He says, we're going to war. I said, what? We're going to war. What the fuck are you talking about? He said, man, they just blew up the trade towers. We're going to war. And I just went back to sleep. He said, what are you doing, man? I was like, if that's true and we're going to war, we're all fucked. So what am I going to freak the fuck out for when we're all dead anyway? And that's kind of what this is all about. Don't confuse yourself. This is wartime measures. Everything they're doing is the exact same thing they do for wartime. All the factories are changing. They used to change the factories to build wartime stuff, tanks and munitions and whatnots, and now they're just building medical supplies. This is a war. But who's the war against? Is it against the virus? Or is it against something else down the road? What are we planning for? I don't know. It's scary, man. Something's going on. I love conspiracy. I'll just make a conspiracy up out of thin air just for the fuck of it. But I don't know. This is fucky. Something's weird. I don't like it. Let's smoke this fucking J. Forget about Rona. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah. So, this is what I'm thinking. I gotta do more. I keep wanting to do more. More and more. Some people are like, why? You do a pretty good job. You do okay. good family, roof over your head, shouldn't you be content? I guess. I should be. But I'm not. I want more. I always want more. And don't you? Like, why would you want to be finished? Why would you just be like, I got the job I want, and that's it? And I'll never, ever try to exceed in anything or do better again? That's not how I roll. I get into something, I get good at it, and that's it. It's on to the next one. What now? We got to figure it out. I think. I want to figure it out. There's got to be something more. If not this, something. I just can't live through this life just existing. I don't want to just exist. If you want to exist, that's fine. But I don't recommend it. And if you're going to exist, just exist in short periods. Eventually, have something. Have some kind of future goal. A thought in the back of your mind. What if? And don't think you're too old. I'm like getting younger every day. And you just never know. Like, people are exceeding in things we used to think as of kids. And they're exceeding in them later in life because people are living the fuck longer. They're taking care of themselves better. 50 years old used to be incredibly old. Now it's just like, that's nothing. It's fuck all. It's just getting started. So, start something today. Start anything. Because we got lots of time. Like, I have as much time now left as I've already been on this earth. And for the first 38 years of it, I didn't even know what the fuck I was doing. I barely know what I'm doing now. But I know more than I did before. So it's going to get easier. Those next 30, 40 years are going to be way easier than the last 30, 40 years. I fucking guarantee it. Put that in the bank. Take that to the bank, a bag milk, and cash that motherfucking check. Because that's gonna pay out dividends. Don't you worry. That's one of them rare gems we're talking about. It's not pearls. Rare gems. Fucking fuck. I need that. Where's that flame, man? I ordered it up. I read my book for the week yesterday. In case you didn't know, I'm trying to read a book a week. And I read her up yesterday. It was James Patterson. Do you know him? He does books. And I don't read them because I can't read. No, I can't read. I don't have time to fucking read. But this one was... here it is. No. Yeah, here it is. James Patterson's Filthy Rich. So, this delved into the early cases of, I don't know if you've heard this gentleman's name before, of one Jeffrey Epstein, famous billionaire, best friend to many of a wealthy men, Prince Andrew, Bill Clinton, celebrities, Dustin Hoffman, Woody Allen, lots of them. But this guy was a sick fuck. He was basically, if you didn't know, Jeffrey Epstein's already dead. He killed himself in jail. So they say. So they say. Conspiracy. Look it up. But if you didn't know, Jeffrey Epstein was a billionaire that would basically hire young, underage women to start by giving him massages and then furthering upping the ante of paying them out to do more and more sexual favors. It was basically having sex slave ring, hundreds and hundreds. I didn't realize how many women he would have. Women, if they didn't want to increase in the massages, he would still pay them to recruit other girls. So he had girls recruiting girls and many girls recruiting girls. And then he would have famous people sleep with these girls. He was handing these girls out. And I think he was like using that also. Like some of them, I'm not even sure if they knew they were underage, because some of them, because he would just hand them out. And then I think later he might tell them they were underage and be like, I got you, you fuck. Now you're my pocket. And he built friends and enemies. And now he's dead. But it was a good book. Talked about the Prince Andrew, how Prince Andrew actually, they knew about this Prince Andrew, the Queen's a relative of England, that they knew he was diddling up these kids as well, usually between 14 and 17. And during 2005, 2006, something like that. And they knew this in court. And they scrubbed it from the testimony, saying, quote, I think, there is no need to drag these lewd details into the proceedings, as it has nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. So he got away, even though it was a witness made it out there. They just let him slide. They just let him slide. Because it wasn't a case about him. It was a case about Jeffrey Epstein. And they're pretty sure there was some weight from the crown for that judge to make sure that testimony got scrubbed out. You gotta think that those people, the highnesses, they sit there and you think nothing of them now. They're almost like a museum to me. Like they're just there to look at of what used to be. But you have to realize that kings and queens, they're the most famous of the kings and queens. And those kings and queens used to rule through battle. Not her, but each one of her relatives. And each one of those relatives were kings and queens for almost their entire life. They've seen some things. They've got, like, our government changes every 4 years. And sure, it's written down, but when it's your family that's running the show for hundreds of years, you know some things. You know some tricks. You know the way of the world. You could change some things if you want to. It's funny, they just kick back right now, but you imagine the queen now getting battle ready, strapping on a suit of armor and giving her a sword. That bitch would fall over or turn to dust right there on the spot, just from weight. Just dust. They'd say the Rona took her. Takes everybody, they say. Can't imagine. I don't trust government at all. Now everyone's wanting more government. More. I want a combination of all the governments. But not one of them is absolutely right. I guarantee you that. And I don't even think any one of them is more right than the other. It's just a different way of looking at it. And everyone has to look at it from a different way. So, that's why there's more than one party. I think being high is like having Alzheimer's. I think I'm getting ready for it. When I get the Alzheimer's, I think I'll be ready because I'll know exactly what it feels like. Cause sometimes when you're just being high and then someone's just talking to you, you're like, what? And it's just like they're telling you, and you're like, no, you didn't tell me that story. What? And you're back into it, and you're like, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. What? It's all over the place. You're like jumping, thought. And it's all up there. And you got 5, 6 thoughts sometimes, and you jump. And you gotta keep them in line. It's a little harder. It's harder high sometimes. Not sometimes. Most times. Most times it's high. Hard high. Hard high. Hard high. Hard high. Hard high. Hard high. It's off the hard high you go. You're gonna have to have a candle. That's what I need. Just one of them hemp wicks. Obviously, we can't get the Zoof's fucking flame. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out the Welcome Back episode. Crazy fucks. Pay attention. It's like you're not even following along. Jesus. Are you there? Yep. Okay, let's go. Remember photo albums? Probably not if you're anything younger than, 30 maybe? Even less? Fuck. We used to have them all over the place. Specific ones for specific things. This is the graduation photo album. This is the wedding photo album. This is Aunt and Uncle so-and-so's photo album. Their weddings. That's the family vacation. 1989. Now, it's all just in your phone or in the fucking cloud. No pictures, no printage, no nothing. And that's all fine and dandy. It seems good until you lose them. And then it's like, what the fuck? You can lose photo ones too, but it was less likely to lose a big clunky fucking photo album. Like maybe fire or something. But if you lose your phone, get your phone stolen, something happens to the cloud, all your pictures are gone. You never printed them, they're just gone. And everyone takes that advantage. Everybody. Print some fucking pictures. Print some pictures. Here's a gem. My brother, he passed away. It was before cell phones were really cool. It wasn't even that long ago, 2008. But people still didn't rock cell phones as hard as they do now. And even where I'm from, it was a lot poorer, so it was definitely less. We didn't have cell phones. We weren't taking pictures. Barely. And we barely have any pictures together. So make sure you're taking fucking pictures. Take pictures with your friends. Make sure when you go out, take a picture. Take a fucking picture. And if someone says, oh, you take a picture, it didn't happen. Yeah, take a picture, man. Fuck off. It's good to have. Oh. How is it 2020 and we still piss in a bowl of water? Like, there should be something more fancy, more up to date, more current with the times, with the way we live our lives and how we're like, especially now with these fucking viruses and everyone's cleanliness level should be probably going up. So it's like, why are we pissing in a bowl of water and having splashing all up? There's got to be a better way. Some scientists should have came up with something. We're not putting enough effort into our bodily functions. We got to figure that shit out. We're just gross. We're always, all our openings, every single opening splurges out some kind of ooze or crust or wax. Like everything. We're disgusting. Like, we should have like some kind of deep cleanse chamber where it just hooks up to us and just sucks all our fluids out fucking daily and disinfects us. Like, we're just gross. We're just gross. We need to be fucking disinfected. Just a big tube or a chamber, lay down chamber, and just hoses go all up in your ears and over your eyes and your fucking pee holes and your buttholes, and it just sucks it and just gets it all out or something. I don't fucking know. I'm not a scientist. I'm just a guy in a fucking garage high on marijuana. But I'm just saying, there's got to be a better fucking way. Like, at least I got the bidet, and we're not just wiping cloth through my shit and just leaving it all over my hairs on my butthole. You're fucking gross if you are. But I'm pretty good that way. I got that going on for me. Better than you got going on for you. With your gross butt. Oh yeah. Imagine if there's some people out here I talk to and I mention like pop or something. And like, no, I don't like pop, or I've never drank pop. And I'm like, how the fuck do you go your whole life without drinking pop? And I just thought, well, maybe the first time they fucked up. And what if they just got like a bad taste of pop? Like, what if they got a flat pop? What if it was just fucking flat? They cracked it and they didn't know it was supposed to go and it just cracked. Nothing. And they drank it and they're like, oh, what the fuck is this? Everyone's getting excited about this shit? It's gross. But they never knew that it was just flat. What? And that was it. That was the last time they ever fucking drank the pop. And they'll never know what a fucking good pop. Like, that keeps me awake at night now, knowing that there's people out there thinking that pop tastes like flat pop. That breaks my heart. That breaks my heart. That's a shame. I don't even drink a lot of pop, to be honest. I do enjoy a good pop. But I can't not say I'll never have pop again. No matter, I could be as fit as a fucking fiddle, which is a stupid fucking saying. Like, do you ever see the shape of a fiddle? It's huge at the top, big in the middle. Like, I guess for a big boob, big hip woman, that'd be great. But I don't know if that's what you want to look like. You could say you're fit as a fiddle. But no. Even if I got fit as a fiddle, I still wouldn't stop drinking pop, like ever. I like going to a restaurant. If I don't have a drink, like an alcohol drink, I'll get a pop. It's nice. I don't go out to eat very often, so why not? I don't get pop here. That's kind of like, if I do, very rare for mix or something, I'll get a diet and try to, at least, if it is diet, I also try to go caffeine free. Because caffeine, if you drink too much of that shit, especially if you're drinking, you're going to have a fucking headache. No one thinks of that. Everyone gets that huge fucking headache. A lot of times it's just from the sugar and the caffeine, not just the alcohol. So you're just adding. So remove the fucking sugar, remove the caffeine, and just have the alcohol, and you'll probably still be hungover, but not as bad. Gem. Just saying. Oh yeah. All right. So this week I had a gentleman friend of mine, not a lover, just a friend from work. He might be sad that I said that now, but well, you can suck it up. I had him write me up. He's so fucking funny. I had him write me up some questions. He's usually asking me some weird ass questions at work, and I loved them. I loved them a lot. So I had him write me up some questions and email me them, and I'm gonna go through them now, and we'll see what he says. I haven't looked at them, and this is the first time I'm opening them. So, all right. So, he's so nice. See, he says, "Hi, welcome back to Bag Milk. I'm your host, Brian Bridges. I'm a piece of shit, a horrible friend, and quite frankly, everyone hates me." Oh. Here's 10 questions I'm going to answer. What is a superpower you would not want? Well, that's a pretty fucking broad question, my friend. What superpower would I not want? It would have been a lot easier if you would have gave me a list of fucking superpowers. Because there's a lot of fucking superpowers out there, bud. So, a list of superpowers I would not want. So, I guess I'd have to base this on just... Well, obviously, I can't, because you're like... Someone out there is going to be like, oh, it's this one. Because this is the shittiest superpower there is in Marvel or DC. Well, I might not be that extensive. So, I'm just going to go on the superpowers I know. And that's mostly based off the movies and shit. So, let me think. The shittiest superpower there is. Oh my fuck. What would I not want? I think we talked about this. Is the stupid Cyclops eyes. I hate it. I don't understand. He's the lead of the X-Men almost. And I hated it. I'm like, this guy can barely open his eyes without burning everything right to the ground without these stupid glasses. Like, what did he do his entire life before? I don't know. I don't know his history or his origin. But that is absolutely... I would not want that superpower. Any other superpower. You can give me, like, growing fingernails really fast power. I'll take that over laser eyes. Yes. 2. Would you cannibalize someone on a stranded island? Like, if you do, there's a 50% chance of survival. If you don't, you die. 50% chance. 50-50. So, and if I don't, I die. So, well, question is, what did the other person die from? Do I have to kill the person first? Like, are we going crazy? Like, and then we just start, that's it. We start fucking, or gnawing on each other in their sleep. No. If the person's dead, and they died of, I don't know, starvation, I guess I'm fucking eating that person straight up. And if there's like, yeah, no. Yeah. If it gives me like another week and I have another week to catch a boat, well, you're dead. I'm sure fried up fucking meat's gonna taste pretty good. You'll be alright. You're dead. Get over it. Call PETA. Done. 3. If you could punch one person in the face as hard as you can and get away with it, who would it be? Now, the question is, am I punching someone as hard as I can in the face because I hate them? Yeah, I guess. I don't hate that many people. Who would I want to punch? I think I'd want to punch. No. Yeah. If I could, yeah. It's got to be Mike Tyson. It's got to be. If I could just, and he can't hit me back. Or Floyd. Someone that's at least in his semi-prime. But Mike's a power punch. But he probably wouldn't even feel it, so it wouldn't even matter. He'd be like, oh, did you just hit me? I can't do a Mike. But yeah, you get the drift. Yeah, definitely Mike Tyson. Alright. 4. If all animals were the same size, which one would win in a fight? All animals were the same size. All animals. Ooh, so bears, cats, like lions, tigers, moose. I'm trying to think. Snakes. Oh my god. So how big's a python? A python. Python weight. Python weight. Like, I don't know the weights of all these. A python weight is, a Burmese python. Let's say roughly 18 meters. How much does it fucking weigh? 41 pounds. So, and then we get lions and tigers, about 150. Let's say tigers, cats, Burmese pythons. Fuck. But they could be. Who's poisonous? Oh man, you imagine a 150-pound super poisonous spider? But then you still got a cat. A cat's pretty fucking agile. It's got to be. But then if you take the power of a bear and you shrink it down, that's like a Wolverine. But now you shrink up the size of a Wolverine to the size of that bear. Oh, now we got to fight. Now you got me thinking. Oh, I was almost thinking cat. But now, if you get a Wolverine and it's fucking bear sized, it's cat sized, that's probably pretty vicious. That's pretty vicious. I heard hippos were super vicious, and look at the size of them. Now shrink them down to 150 pounds and make them agile as shit. I don't know why I'm saying 150 pounds. I'm just saying, if they're all the same size, who picks the size? I do. You didn't pick the size, I did. So I'm picking 150 pounds. So they're all agile. They're more agile now. I want a good agile fight. We could go 2,000 pounds. You imagine? Holy fuck. Elephants. Elephants down to 150 pounds. Lean elephants. They got abs on them and shit. Big chest up. That'd be funny. I'm gonna have to go with a Wolverine. I have no idea. That's fucked up. I just now can't get a fucking elephant with abs out of my head. Oh, fuck. Did we lose my questions? No. 5. You just became Prime Minister of Canada. What's the first thing you do or change? Oh my god. So many things. What's the best way to funnel money out of Canada into my bank account? I would try to get oil companies out of foreign interest hands and keep it in Canada so we can export more oil and then use that money, resource money. If you're going to sell oil and you're going to sell water, and if there's a steady supply and it's not hurting, then we're going to sell it, and you're going to fucking use that money for education and healthcare and good shit. Why can't both sides win? I don't know. Anyway, next. 6. Would you rather swim 300 meters through shit or dead bodies? I think I'd swim easier. Okay, no. We're going to think about this logically. So, I was going to just be like, you're stupid. I'd just run over the bodies because they're just stacked. But let's just assume the shit is liquidy enough that I can do a stroke through it and actually swim, and that the dead bodies are basically enough submerged in liquid that I'm also swimming in them. But at the same time, I would still go with dead bodies. I think the smell of the shit would be worse than the dead bodies. Now that I'm saying that out loud, I'm thinking I might be a fucking idiot, because the shit is also coming out of the dead bodies, and you got stomach acids and like brain goo probably like melting out, like after, like they're gonna be bloated out and like probably exploding, some of them. I don't know, it depends on how long they've been in the water, how long we submerge them for. Is these fresh dead bodies? If they're fresh dead bodies, if they're fresh, if they're just like, you lined, I don't know, whatever it takes, 100 people up, and you just shot them and they fell into the pool, and I just had to swim through them, and without thinking of them being just murdered for me to attempt this, if I just had to think about swimming through the dead bodies, they're that fresh, I'd take the dead bodies. But if they've been left there for a time, like if it's from one Olympics to the next, that's a fucking toss up. That's a lot of shit, and that's a lot of dead bodies. Now, if it's just the simplicity of I can plug my nose, blah blah blah, done deal. It's a shit show, literally. But fuck, that's a toss up. What do you want? You want the shit or the dead bodies? Ooh, shit or dead bodies, shit or dead bodies. I'm gonna go with dead bodies. Dead bodies. Yeah. How many 10-year-old kids would it take to kill you? See, this is what I like. This is, I love this guy. This is awesome. So, okay, how many 10-year-old kids? So, one 10-year-old kid. It depends. Are they weaponless? Like, you gotta get more specific. We gotta bust his balls, okay? And, like, if you want to do questions, I'll do them up. You ask me stupid questions, I'll answer them. But, you gotta be specific. So, if they're armed, it depends. What are they armed with? If you got a gun, I just one. So I'm going to assume unarmed. An unarmed child, 10 years old. 10 years old, untrained. Me, untrained. Yeah, I just cripple him. I could literally probably, like, I can take my son and I could take his neck and probably his legs and I could fold him in half and I'd probably break him. Like, I probably could if I really want to. Like, I could, and like, if I couldn't do it just with my bare hands, I'd crunch him into my leg and I'd break him. Like, so one kid's nothing. Two, I don't think that would be a case either. I just, you could kick one and then I'd crunch him and then I'd crunch the other one too. So two's no problem. I think you'd have to get above 5 10s for sure. And I think to kill me, like, I think I could fucking, like, I think I only have to hit one, like, once. Probably knock him fuck out. Like, if I can't crunch him, I think I could just hit him once. Like, even if it's a fucking shitty punch. Like, I think I could be like, I could give him one of these, and I could probably knock him out. And so, I think, yeah, you gotta talk over double digits to kill me. I think, how many punches can I get off before? How many punches can I get off is the question before they can overcome my punches. I'm going to say 27. 27 10-year-olds. Yeah. Okay. 8. What's the worst / most embarrassing thing you said when trying to get laid that resulted in you getting shut down? Ooh, what's the worst embarrassing thing? I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember ever really getting shut down. Oops. I'm trying to think. I'm not trying to toot my own fucking horn. I just know if it's gonna go. That's all. And if it's not gonna go, I usually don't bother too much. And usually, if I'm not too sure, I still give her a go. And I can usually work it around. Embarrassing things. I used to tell chicks all the time I was hung like a hamster. Because everyone else was telling them they had just big dicks. You got a big dick. I got my dick this big. And I'd be like, man. And they'd be like, I'm hung like a hamster. And they'd be like, oh, like big, long, furry. I'm like, no, just like a little hamster dick, like a little tiny dick. Because if you say you got a tiny dick, and everyone's like, okay, and then they're still willing to lay with you, they're waiting for a tiny dick. They almost be like, I want to see this tiny dick. And they never, it's whatever. It's always up from a tiny dick. So it's all good. Number 9. On a global scale, what will be the biggest problem in the future? Ourselves. I'm not sure how. And it depends on what you consider the biggest problem. Some people think AI is going to be the biggest problem. AI is artificial intelligence. And if they say, what do they call it? The singularity? Something like that? Is that what they call it? Fuck, I wish I had someone. Like, when Joe Rogan does his podcast, he's like, Jamie, do the thing. I'm like, I'm the Jamie, and I gotta do the thing. Singularity. Yeah, okay. So the technological singularity, simply the singularity, is a hypothetical hypothetical future point in time at which technological growth becomes uncontrollable and irreversible, resulting in unforeseeable changes to human civilization. So, what that means is at some point in time, we'll have a singularity where at that moment in time, everything from then on, like, changes due to technology. So, basically, that could be with AI, artificial intelligence, say robots taking over. Or that we merge with technology. There's a bunch. You merge with technology. I'm all for it. If you could say you could have, at first, you could keep this body. You'd be like, yeah, sure, I like this body. But what if, unbeknownst to you, you could remove your brain and install like a computer hard drive and RAM. RAM makes you faster. So the things you couldn't remember for, now you remember instantly. And everything's at like computer speed. And now you can remember more things. Now you could learn medicine in a year or a week. Who knows? You telling me you wouldn't do it? And you wouldn't feel any different. Somehow they could wire it up to your feelings and all your other shit, and you wouldn't do it. You're fucking nuts. I'd absolutely do it. Absolutely. No, I wouldn't not. And then eventually, but that's what they're saying is eventually, who knows what happens after technology takes over? That could be the end of the human race. It either could be that they work together, they'll see us as this threat, we'll just want to merge with them, or it's just, who knows? That's the singularity. It's a hypothetical future. Becomes uncontrollable and irreversible. Scary. Scary. So that's probably the biggest problem if you see it that way, but I don't know. It's definitely scary. It's definitely something. If I was arrested, question 10, last one and done. If I was arrested with no explanation, what would your friends and family think you had done? Oh, fuck. I don't know. I was usually pretty good. Like, maybe. Probably selling a bunch of fucking drugs. I don't know, man. No. Last time I was arrested was for pissing in public. That was a fun night. New Year's Eve. 2000. I don't know. 13? Maybe? I don't know, man. Around there. Pub crawl. 4 bars. Bar 1 and 2, no problem. Chugging doubles like a champ. Plus pre-drinking before, of course. I'm from the East Coast. We don't just go to the bar and drink like some fucking idiot. Like, come on. You gotta have some pre-drinks. So we pre-drink before. Bars 1 and 2. Crash some doubles. Doubles. Bar 3. A little fucked up. Not too bad. Just drunk. I smoked at the time. Cigarettes. Went outside. Smoking. Fuck, I gotta piss. Just lit it. What am I gonna do? Put it out? No. I went one little cubby hole down into the doorway of the next business. It was closed. And it was a little cubby, a little cutout. So I hugged in there. And I took a piss. And then as soon as I zipped up, I seen the lights flash. Fuck. Turn around, cops. Arrested me. Cool part was, didn't have my ID. So they didn't believe who I was. They were just going to give me a fine and let me go on my way. But they were going to keep me. Danny had my ID because I lose everything. And so she held on to it. So the cops kept asking me my birthday. I kept telling them. It's New Year's. It was New Year's Eve pub crawl. They thought I was fucking with them. They said if I kept lying, we're going to take you down. And I started fucking losing it. I was kicking the back of the cop seat. I said, I'm not fucking lying. That's my birthday. And they weren't having it. I don't know why. They weren't having it. So anyway, eventually, thank fuck, one of my buddies comes out looking for me. And you could tell he was kind of looking around for someone. So the cops rolled in the window and like, hey, you looking for someone? And he's like, yeah. And they were like, you looking for Brian Bridges? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, if you can get his ID, you can have him. You take care of him. So yeah. So anyway, I got out of that situation. Thank fuck. But I ended up getting a fine for it. $700. And yeah, the girlfriend at the time Danny wasn't too pleased. That's his girlfriend. Danny. She wasn't too pleased. But it wasn't my fault. I was just taking a piss. What did you do? That stuff would have absorbed into the concrete. It's fine. Who cares? $700. No one see me except for them. Fuck them. Fucking cops. So maybe they'd say, pissing in public. Again. Or the only other 2 times I hate cops is fighting. But I don't like that, so let's not do that. Okay. That's very good, Matt. Oh, yeah. If you guys have any questions like that, it's fucking silly or we're a little off the chart or just, a little random, send them in. You can send them through Facebook, comment on here, YouTube, any of the podcasts, and we'll answer them up. I like those. Those are fun. Well, that's all I have for this week. I love that you guys are tuning in. Keep checking it out, and I'll keep pumping these out. It's fun. Just keep doing them. You guys enjoy your day. Peace.